What is the thing that motivates you for your business?
To be able to create purpose and creativity for others. And that's what motivates me as an entrepreneur.
That's beautiful. I'm Laura from Ontario Business Central, and today we're here with Isabel Fryszberg for Taking the Leap. And she's going to tell us a bit about being an entrepreneur. Her business is arts-based well-being. So you started your business in 2018.
Yes.
And you registered it in the province of Ontario.
A registered certified occupational therapist.
Okay.
And I'm an interdisciplinary artist. What does that mean? I paint, I write songs, I sing, and I've made films. My creativity is my core, and trying new things that are creative and integrating it into my life has been a form of wellness and has been something that I applied in my occupational therapy practice when I founded a program through St. Michael's Hospital called Creative Work Studio. And that worked for 20 years until times changed, budgets changed, visions changed. I left the program in 2017, and I knew that I had a legacy that many other people were not able to understand and experience. And I felt a responsibility to share it. So I felt that I want to find a way to share and teach and inspire others.
Is that when you started your business?
Yes.
Was to take what you had learned from working with St. Mike's in something that you had created and poured it over to your own entity, basically?
Yes.
What was your biggest fear in starting your business?
Will it make money? How will I survive financially? There's so many things that you have to do to begin a business.
Well, one of the biggest questions we get is, how do I apply for a grant? So maybe you can tell us a bit about that.
The one I applied for and received was the Ontario Arts Council. You have to find a grant that fits what you're doing. I'm multidisciplinary, and it was an interdisciplinary grant.
Okay.
And I positioned it for the area of wellness and health and training others. The thing that you need to do is you can't do it overnight. You can't give yourself 3 days. You need to give yourself, I hate to say, several months. I never do it all at once. I do it in bite sizes.
What have been the highlights of having your own business?
When I developed the arts-based well-being toolbox, and it's a module of an 8-week module with 4 live webinars where I actually do a lot of experiential art wellness activities and songwriting and get people to create.
Describe your entrepreneurial journey in 3 words for us.
Creative, roller coaster, and inspiring.
What's the roller coaster for?
Well, the roller coaster is the worries and the unknowns, and it's also a big part of what I do is learning how to market. You know, every time I launch a course, am I going to get enough people?
What would you consider to be your nightmare as an entrepreneur?
The nightmare is having it take over me, or not putting in enough time that it requires.
What would you say is the top reason that you like being a business owner?
Oh, it's yours. You shape it. You're the one that's accountable. There's no one over your back. You have the space to create and think about how you want to do it. It's not cut short. I mean, we live in such a product-oriented world in the institutions, and you're not given, in my mind, the space to really do something innovative and interesting.
When you work for someone else?
Yeah, because you always have to give the outputs.
Entrepreneurs face a lot of skeptics as they go along their journey. How did you handle that?
I have had skeptics. I have been challenged, and every so often there is someone who does say, how does art provide wellness? Where's your evidence? I made a film called What's Art Got to Do with It? And that film was like evidence of the power of what art could do for people who are, challenged with long-term mental illness and addictions and how they thrive. You have naysayers, you have people who say, how is this going to work? Show me. And luckily, there's more and more new research in the area of arts-based wellness, especially now. The WHO put out a report in 2019 or 2020. My evidence is always whenever I provide a space, a safe space for people to create, and they experience it.
What is the thing that motivates you for your business?
To be able to create purpose and creativity for others.
What made you take the leap to being an entrepreneur?
I always knew that while I was working at Creative Work Studio, that one day I was going to train and teach. That was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to be so soon.
For others watching who are thinking about starting a business, what would you say to them?
Take good care of yourself. That's really, really important. Your self-care. You can't make decisions when you're anxious, good ones. It's always important for everybody to have good self-care, and I don't always do that. I don't always do what I preach, but I know when I am in a good position myself, I make good decisions, and I'm able to take risks and try things. So self-care is really important.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, Isabel. We really appreciate listening to your story of starting your own business and your experiences in having one. Thank you.